And welcome back, everybody. You might notice if I pan over, the milk tanks are gone. Well, you see, I convinced the local shop owner that this is a problem. I am not going to deliver any more milk to you because it is impossible to get to your stupid milk tanks. And I think he understood. He worked out a contract with the store that is around the corner, and now the milk tankers are at the store. The only concession requirement that he made was, they have to put in a gate. So they put in a gate over there in front of the store, and now we can take our milk over to the store instead of having to deliver through this ridiculous narrow passage and make the climb up the impossible hill that we did. So, that is the story, and I'm sticking to it. We will take this home, and I think we'll try. I don't want to go through that fiasco again, so I think we'll try 10,000 liters to be safe. Maybe we'll try 15,000 liters at a time, but definitely never a full load again, at least until we can afford a bigger tractor, because that was impossible for, I mean, it was basically impossible. We got there, but I don't even want to look at the clock to see how long it took because that was that was just insane. And I realize now, after I'm driving away, that I probably should have picked up or refueled this tractor while I was over there. But nevertheless, I can't remember if any of the fuel tankers have fuel in them or not. So before the night ends here, we should probably figure that out. I think we'll end up probably fast forwarding through the rest of the night. We'll go at 120 speed instead of just skipping the whole night. It'll give us a little bit more time. And the difference is I'm not really sleeping, but I mean, sleeping is more or less just for, a show for you guys and for me. It makes it feel a little bit more real, but, there's no difference between just running at 5x speed and, sleeping at 3 in the morning and then waking up as opposed to just working a few, you know what I mean. All right, and let's go up. I think that we might have lost some sheep over the night. I did not realize what time it was, and I'm not sure if I can even remember how many sheep I had. I'm down to 54. I have a feeling that I probably lost some sheep. I think the pigs are probably doing okay, even though they have, they're out of corn and straw. I don't think they'll starve because they still have some food there. The cows are not going to starve and die. The sheep, on the other hand, are, yeah, we got to get the sheep some grass. It's going to rain soon. I think that the first order of business, well, first of all, let's see if there is any fuel in there. I do have fuel in there. Okay, that is good. That is very good news. We'll finish refueling the Fritz here, and then we will take back the milk trailer, and I can't believe it only gave us 12 or 14,000. We will slow down the time now. That's good enough. All right, so we'll just pretend that I just woke up. And we are out of fuel. That is no bueno. And let's back up here. I can get rid of the blinkers, certainly not on the road anymore. Alright, I'm going to leave that reminder up there. Normally I try to minimize the glance, that's called glance by Decker, the information that I have up there in the top left of the screen. Normally I try to keep that minimized just because it's annoying. But I do not want to forget that my animals are starving. So what I don't understand is why are the sheep not in red when they have less productivity and no food? That's what I do not. Maybe it alternates colors. Just I don't know. Let's go in a little bit further. You know what? This is a bad idea. I think we should back in that trailer. As much of a nightmare as this will be, you know what? No. Let's just pull in here. I can back it out easy enough. I just need to... I don't think I can fit through there. Can I? I can fit through there. Alright, so now I just gotta make sure I am in... Oh, I'm inside plenty. Okay. Let's close the door. Come on, door. Come on, door. Why aren't you closing, door? There we go. Alright, I can actually back up a little bit, and instead of having to drive through, I think I will just go through to the left there. Let's refill our milk tanker while we're here. I'm not sure how much milk we have. 90, yeah, okay, that's... Well... That's about as much as I said I would take in the future, but we don't have time right now. Let's just drive through here. I think I said I could make it. Yep. Alright, and we will run over this way and close this door on our way. Could have sworn I closed that door. I am the worst farmer in the world. Alright. Now, let's get some sheep some grass. I think that is the most urgent thing because they are starving. That is, I mean, yeah. It's pretty hard to beat something that's more urgent than starving. And our mower. Do we have a mower? That is the next question. Mowers, 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 mowers. We have, I think we have that one. I thought we had that one. Yeah. But where is it? Is it over here? That is the baler and either windrower or yeah, okay. That's the windrower? Yes. I've never used that one though. Yeah, that's the windrower because that's a tedder. Okay, so let's mow and get the forage wagon. I think I'm gonna attempt to do something crazy and I'm gonna transport both at once so I don't have to come back. So I think that I will put this on the front. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so then let's fold this up. Someone should tell me if this is feasible or not in real life. I'm not sure if someone would do this or not. And maybe they would for moving it around the farm, but I'm not sure if they'll actually take it on the road, you know? That could be very dangerous. I mean, for one, you can't really see, right? Kind of obstructs a lot. Alright. Let's get this done. Where is the forage wagon? Oh boy, not this. Wait, was it just over there? Did I just drive right by the forage wagon? I thought the forage wagon was over here. No, that's the animal. Do we not have a forage wagon? That would be a problem if we did not have a forage wagon. Where are the stupid forage wagons? Animals. Animals? Why can't I? Loading wagon. That's right. We have no forage wagon. All right, we have to buy a forage wagon. Excellent. Yeah, we got to buy the small one. As much as I want to do more. All right, well, that solves our problem. Let's, oops, no, 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 stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I didn't mean to press the button. All right, let's stop. Now let's lower. And we can get rid of this thing and put it on the back like a normal tractor. All right, let's get out of here. We gotta get some sheep mowed. Not mow the sheep. We gotta get some grass mowed for the sheep before the rain comes today. The good news is the rest of the forecast looks pretty good for the rest of the week. Still no, let's double check that. Still no rain? Still no rain, yeah. And we have a couple days to be able to, we cannot forget, we have to weed basically all the crops, I think. Unless corn didn't grow. What's the soil temperature? 46? So corn probably did not advance a growth stage. The growing is, yeah. So looks like all of the cereal crops advance to growth stage. So we'll be able to weed those. We'll have to remember to do that. The corn has not yet. So that actually means we should be able to weed the crops that have not yet advanced because they're still in their whatever infant stage. I'm tired. I can't think. Blame the stupid milk. Crops are not infants. They have not yet sprouted. All right, let's go mow. I think there is a pasture right next. We'll do this thing that I said we would never do again because it's dangerous. And look at where we are. Yeah, I think there is a pasture right next to the sheepies. So we'll mow up in field 18, and we'll grab the loading wagon that's right there, and we can feed the sheep. With whatever's left over, I think we should bail up and just keep there right next to the sheep farm. So that way they have some grass. Although the problem is, like we found out last time, you have to take the stupid mixing wagon all the way over to the sheep to give them the bales. I don't know if that's a problem with the map. I can't remember from when I played on Goldcrest in 17 if you were allowed to give bales of hay to the sheep. I can't remember that if that was a thing or not. All right. Let's figure out where the entrance to this field is. It is, where is the entrance? So it's probably that dirt path then behind the sheep farm. I'm not sure if there's another entrance. That's what we'll go. We'll head over there. All right, oops. Did I take the wrong path? Okay. Well, good thing this little town has a through street. And then it should be straight ahead, I think. Yep. All right, we can turn off our hazards. We'll head up here. Oh, wait, what's that? 8. What is... Wait a minute. What is this? What is this area? Is this a little pasture here? Is this the entrance to 18? Oh, surely not. It's bigger than that. Yeah, 18's up there. Okay, well, whatever this little thing is... that's not even... Yeah. That's a pretty small pasture. Alright. Plus, we don't own it. I should probably close the farmer's gate, or whoever owns that. They probably won't be too happy that I opened the gate and just left it open. We'll do that on the way back home. Yes, we will. Oh, so this is good to know. It's a really steep hill going up there. We will not be able to pull anything heavy up there for a long while until we get bigger tractors. All right, and here we go. Oh, this is a beautiful pasture. This is just nice. We don't need our headlights anymore. We will lower and turn it on. Actually, no, let's not turn it on. Let's go back because we need to mow the edge closest to the fence first. And we also need to attach the PTO. That would help. Power takeoff. And let's mow. Let's be really careful. Don't want to wreck our mower right next to the edge of the field. Guess we should also make sure we're getting close to the edge of the field. Ooh, that's a nice... Huh. So I didn't know this was up here. There's a little field right there that if we ever get more pastures, we could turn into a nice bigger field by plowing all this area. Okay, so there's enough here. I think we'll not worry so much about getting perfectly along the edges. This pasture is a really odd shape. I do want to get a little bit better than that, but we'll get those on the next pass maybe. So if you notice there, it looks like we were able to mow a little bit faster. I think, if I remember correctly, that is one of the things that the more realistic mod changes. I remember the author saying that you can actually mow grass really fast if, you know, it's level and, you know, the conditions are right. So I guess the conditions are right for that. Alright. I just want to make one more pass so we can get a little bit closer to the edge. And then we'll switch. Yeah. I want to do a little bit better job. We'll leave a little bit there along the edge. But I want to get better than that. Oops. I was looking at my other screen there. Anyway. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I think we will turn around over here. Let's just pull a Yui. Alright. Now we should just be able to keep on this outside line and mow in circles. Eventually, hopefully we can afford that mower that fits on the front of a tractor and be able to mow a lot more of a swath at once, but that's a long time coming. We can barely afford the equipment that we have now, and I think I overpurchased on some of them. You know, it would be nice if we had something different than that humongous tanker, 30,000 liters, that could actually hold milk, like the water trailer. That might actually be something that I'll look at doing, adapting the base water trailer to be able to hold milk. I think that'd be a good mod. I mean, for a small farm like this, you just don't have the power to be able to pull a huge trailer like that, so I'm not sure what else we're supposed to do. Let's drive from inside the cab a little bit. It's a beautiful grass field. I'm not sure if I am centered, is that good enough? How far over to the right can I go? Just my right wheel barely touching the grass. Is that still getting the whole swath? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So it looks like if my right wheel is barely on the edge there, it should still cover. Yeah. My right wheel right on the edge. And I think eventually we'll start when we can turn around. When we have enough room to turn around, we'll stop going back and forth. This is actually something that I have no idea how they do in real life. I don't know. I don't know if there's a method to mowing, if they do go back and forth like they, plow a field or, harvest with a combine. I don't know if they just go in circles the whole time. I have no idea how they mow grass. I would assume that there would be some kind of a best practice to it, but I've never done it in real life. I've never seen anybody do it in real life. Man, I have no idea how to do it. Actually, there's one small, I guess I wouldn't even call it a farm. There's someone close by that has just a few livestock that he likes to come and mow our waterways for grass and bale it for hay, but I've never actually seen them do that process. I've always been either in the Navy or here in Texas, so. But that's still a lot different. I mean, that's just a narrow strip, that's just a narrow strip that we use to prevent washing, where deep gullies form or start washing out. We basically sow grass there, and we never plow it or anything. The only thing that grows there is grass to prevent erosion. So, it's only, 10 feet, 15 feet wide. It's a lot different than a huge field like this. So, even if I did see it mow, it's not like I would magically know how to properly mow a big field. I would imagine that they would go back and forth because it's really hard to keep that 90-degree turn and not keep on missing grass. So I would imagine that over time they would kind of square it up, and you have to lift a mower when you're going backwards. There's so much I don't know about mowing grass. Alright, let's do a few more passes, and then I think we can start turning. So, here we go. I don't know, I have no idea if this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to do a swath down the middle. What I think is the middle, and what I think is straight. And then we will make it a little bit easier to turn. And try to come in at somewhat of a straight angle. I do really love this map. It's cozy. I keep going back to that word, and I hate to use the same word for you guys, but it is just really, really cozy. That's a little bit wider on that side. We'll work that side of it a little bit. Get it a little bit down to a manageable size. And then we'll be able to come in the middle and turn and kind of do a, S-curves back and forth. I think that's a good plan. As good as plan as any, well, probably not any plan. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure some real grass farmers would know exactly how to properly mow. So please tell me if there is a proper way to mow a grass field, because that is something, as I've said, I have no idea what I'm doing. Mowing the grass. I wonder if Jackie could run this mower, because if we ever had another person, then they could actually run the forage, well, I mean the tedder. I guess you would ted this first to make it easier to windrow. Although if you're just windrowing enough to get some to the sheep, you might not ted it first. Just fill up the forage wagon first, because then, did I say ted? Because then you're going to want to ted the rest, or not ted. Yes, you're going to want to run the tedder over the rest, dry it out, so it could turn into hay. And make bales so that they can store long term. can't really store wet grass for a long time. Well, I mean, you can if you make it into silage, but you know what I mean. This map is beautiful. I do really love it. Alright, now let's go back this way. So the tricky thing is, how much of this are we going to want to pick up and give to the sheep? Basically, I guess a forage wagon, right? Because the rest we're going to want to... Okay, so I know the answer. We will we will windrow all of this field, because whatever's not going to the sheep, right, we're not just going to keep in the forage wagon. Whatever's not going to sheep, we're going to take it back home, dump it in a silage pit, and start getting enough to make some silage for the cows. I think that is the good plan. And then we will, on a separate field closer to home, we will look at baling some hay, you know, so that will be the whole process, tedding and windrowing, and whoops, wheel slipped. Tedding and windrowing, and then baling. But for now, we'll just get the tedder out here. We'll ted this real quick, and then we will pick it up with the forage wagon. The next question is, is that small tedder even big enough to be worth it? It doesn't seem to be very big. I should have. It's a sharp angle. So, kind of want to do some math. Granted, I don't know the speed that you can ted at versus the speed that you can run the loading wagon with. But assuming they're the same speed, if the loading wagon, you know, well, what's the swath of these? Roughly 4 meters? So if the tedder is... I mean, I don't see why they would even make a... Not the tedder. I keep saying tedder. If the windrower is that small, I don't even know why you would want a windrower that small, because it seems like by the time you go over the field with that, and then go over the field with the loading wagon, it seems like it would be just about the same time that it would take to go over the whole field with the loading wagon. Assuming the same speed, I doubt that windrower is twice the effective working width as the loading wagon, is it? I mean, it'd have to be, assuming you do both at the same speed, you would have to have that as at least twice as wide. Otherwise, what's the point of windrowing? I understand if you have to ted, then that, you know, that puts everything in a fine line, and you have to gather it back in rows, like, you know, but this mower kind of already does row it. I wonder if that's another thing that's realistic. Do some mowers, like this one, gather the grass together in a little swath, like what is happening? Or does it really go all over the place, and you have to windrow it anyway to be able to pick it up with the forage wagon? That is another question that I have no idea about. The pig productivity, I believe, is so low because there is no corn. Short of buying pig food, we can't do anything about that right now. I think we're going to have to buy some pig food. But I think the thing we'll do before that is sell some stinking animals first. Which, you know, that brings to question, where do we go to sell animals? Huh. Oh boy. Does it say on the map? Oh, that's all in cow, sheep, pig, ETA. What the heck is Evente Pallet de Planche? Pallet factory? Production of the granulate daler. So alfalfa pellets. So alfalfa pellets is number 6. Number 5 is something. Where's, I don't even see number 5 on the map. Oh, it's right next to Oops. Number 5 is right next to the shop. So maybe we should try taking the animals to the shop first. I don't know. I guess the livestock dealer could be there. Well, we're gonna drive right by the shop, kind of, on our way. So why don't we check on that while we're here? We'll see if the livestock is at the shop. I hope this is mine. I don't own that field. It's not mine. But this is mine. And this is an awful curvy line that I drew. Sometimes I drive like I'm drunk, I swear. I'm getting dizzy. Let's finish from inside the cab. I like this view a lot better. And it's a lot easier to not drive like a drunk man. A crazy man. Driving crooked paths. Well, I wonder if this is going to be another one of those days where the weatherman's wrong and it does not rain. I mean, we could almost use rain at this point. It's a little bit too dry, but it would kind of be nice if they allow us to finish this grass work. Who knows what'll happen? I mean, it looks about the same cloudiness as the whatever that first day was. It said it 2 days ago. It said it would rain, and it never rained. Although the rain did come upon us pretty sudden yesterday. It's a shame we never got... I don't think we did anything yesterday. I mean, the whole day was taking the stupid milk to... Well, attempting to take the stupid milk to sell. And that's just... That was ridiculous. I still wonder if I messed up on the MR mod and didn't reduce the trailer's friction enough. Because that was awful hard to pull. I know it's a lot of weight, but I don't know. I mean, those hills were also really steep, so maybe I did it right, and it's just how big those trailers are. Alright, I think that just about does it. Let's just go get that patch. Alright. Finish this up. And turn off. Hold it up. And let's get out of here. And let's park this bad boy and get to work with the tedder. I mean the windrower. I don't know why I keep saying tedder. Just about need a front weight on this. Do I not have a front weight? I do not have a front weight. That could be part of the problem. Let's throw it in here. Alright, so we need to unfold it to be able to drop it. Alright. Now, let's grab the windrower. That is right there, so we will need to back up a little bit. I don't think, can I make that corner? Yeah. Just barely. And this thing's light enough, I definitely don't need a front weight for this thing. And it's got wheels, I think it looks like. Yeah. Alright. Off we go again. Also need to fill up the fuel tanks because those are empty again. But once again, too much to do, not enough time. Remember, we have Jackie over here, so actually, we should run Jackie home with the windrower. Actually, how about we use Jackie for the windrower? I think that'll be a more effective use because save on fuel cost a little bit, save on Fritz's run hours. Whoops. Trying to hurry too much. Let's grab Jackie. Yeah. We'll have to shut that farmer's, we'll shut the farmer's gate. Oh no, pedestrian. We'll shut the farmer's gate so that way we... Okay, let's get out of here. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Stupid little town. Never want to have to drive through you again. Alright. Jackie's got this. Jackie's got this. Alright, let's go grab the windrower. I'm not the windrower. Man, I keep calling this stuff by the wrong name. The forage wagon. And I think that'll about do it for this episode. Oh yeah, that's right. I left that there to go get us sheep. Okay, so now you see this is where I moved the milk delivery, right? Nice and safe. Isn't that smart? The shop owner was so nice to relocate those for us. I really gotta hand it to him. He really is a good, oops. What am I looking for? Not employer, not contractor. A businessman, I guess. Not partner. Business manager? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's go. We'll go line the forge wagon up over there, and I'll have to close the gate because that was part of the deal for putting the milk here. He wants the gate closed at all times. So that way, you know, not just anybody can get inside. It's only authorized personnel have access to the milk. Right, let's get started up over here on the dirt path. Then we'll pull off to the side for the windrower. Oh no! Well, can you windrow wet grass? Can you? I don't think you can really do any grass work when it's wet. I mean, it'll just all clump together, and we'll drive up there and get it ready though. That'll take a little bit to go away. The downside, well, here's the downside. What are we gonna do in the meantime? I guess we could go, no, we can't do anything in the field. I was gonna say we could bring the weeder out and weed the crops, but not in a muddy field. That would be a very bad idea. What else could we do? We could try to... I guess we could always shovel manure and clean up the cows. Oh, we could deliver water. I think they need water delivered. Let's get this out here and unfold. Park over here. Oh, that's interesting. Let me look at that. So I guess it looks like the farmer has to manually attach those then. Yeah, it looks like that's what happens. Probably attach them, then they just have a pen that clips them in place. Something like that. All right, well that's a decent sized windrower. I think that's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. So I'm okay with that. It's definitely bigger. It's definitely a bigger swath than our mower. So plus, if we do it right, it's okay. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's definitely bigger than our mower, and yeah, that's definitely worthwhile. Let's turn off Jackie there. Actually, let's just call that an episode. We had a good day's work. It is raining now. Hopefully, it does not rain for too much longer. But we can't do a whole lot right now other than we can water crops. I'm not water. We can water the animals. I think the pigs still have water. Okay, never mind. Everything has water except for the sheep are almost out. But the sheep need food too, so I was gonna kind of do those all at once, but we can take care of the animals a little bit in the rain. For now, though, we'll call that an episode, and we'll take care of those things in the next one. So until then, thanks for watching, and be sure to give us a thumb and subscribe if you enjoyed. And as always, please leave comments about the direction that you want this farm to go. Buy more animals, sell more animals, or get rid of all animals, or get rid of all the fields. Well, that'd be dumb. Anyway, just let me know what you think, and bye bye.